Okay, so today our review is about systems and exponents. So again, I'll go through a few of each type. That way you can kind of get a refresher, and then you guys can finish the rest of the assignment. So for the first one, it's asking us to solve by graphing. So I want to graph both of these equations and then see where they cross. So if we're looking at the first one, we're going to start at 4. My slope's 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1 over 2 to get my next point. But I also want to do it in the other direction. So down 1, back 2, down 1, back 2, and connect those points. So that same thing with the second one. It's asking us to start at -2. And then my slope here is -5/2. So -5 over 2, meaning I want to go down 5 over 2. But notice I can't go down 5, so let's reverse those arrows. Let's go up and back. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back 2. Connect the points. So there's my graph, but my final answer is showing where it crosses. So my final answer is this point here, which is -2, 3. Okay, you're going to do number 2, number 3, and number 4 the same way. Number 5 through 12, very similar because we just want to use Desmos. Okay, we want to plug it in, see where they cross. So let's go -3x plus 5y equals -23, and x minus 6y equals 12. We can see they cross right here, and that point is 6, -1. So it's my final answer. So again, use Desmos for 5 through 12. Anytime it says to solve a system, definitely do it. And then let's talk about word problems. Okay, so we've got 4 here. We have 4 word problems. So let's talk about number 14. Just pick one. So 14 says, the school that Eliza goes to is selling tickets to an annual dance competition. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 14 senior citizen tickets and 12 student tickets for a total of $242. The school took in $161 on the second day by selling 7 senior citizen tickets and 14 student tickets. So what's the cost of each ticket? So what we want to do is create an equation based on these situations. So the first day, we got 14 senior citizen and 12 students. I'm going to say 14x plus 12y for a total of $242. Yeah, on the second day, they got $161 by 7 senior citizen and 14 student. So 7x plus 14y equals 161. Once I have both of those equations, again, type it into Desmos. So 14x plus 12y equals 242. And then 7x plus 14y equals 161. And again, look and see where they cross. So they cross at 13.5. So that means the price of a senior citizen ticket is $13, and the price of a student ticket is $5 because it's giving you that answer. So again, do that same thing for 13, 15, and 16. And now let's do a few of the exponents. Okay, so with the exponents, this first one we have multiplication rule. So with the big numbers that aren't the same and don't have exponents, just multiply. So 4 times -3 gets me -12. And I want to make sure that that y has a 1 with it. So I can combine my y, 1 plus 4, and my x to the second. So my final answer here would be -12, y to the 5th, x to the second. So remember multiplication rule? So let's say we have x to the 2 times x to the 3. Add them together. So that'd get us x to the 5th. Okay, so that's the first rule that we used for this problem. Number 18, same thing. 19, same thing. 20, same thing. 21 is a power 2 power. So remember, we want to make sure that everything has an exponent first. So putting a 1 here. And then take that 3 and multiply it by every single little number. So 4 to the 1 times 3, a to the 2 times 3, and b to the 3 times 3. So let's see, I'd have 4 to the 3, a to the 6, b to the 9th. But I want to find out what that 4 to the 3rd power is. So in our calculator, I'm going 4 to the 3rd power, which gets us 64, a to the 6th, b to the 9th. Okay, so again, that rule we used was power 2 power. So if I have x to the 2nd, taking it to the 3rd, multiply. All right, and the last thing we're talking about is quotient rule, okay? And that's when we subtract. So if I'm looking at 26, if I'm looking at my numbers, 3 divided by -3 gets me -1. Okay, my x's, I'm going 4 minus 1. And for my y's, 4 minus 3. My final answer, -1, x to the third, y to the first. So again, anytime you're dividing, so let's say we have x to the fifth over x squared, just subtract those, giving us x to the third. Okay, so there's those rules. Hopefully that helps you out a bit. Again, this is multiple choice for your final, so hopefully that makes it a little bit easier.